Welcome back. It is Saturday, November 4th in the NBA. My four favorite picks are on the way. It's Austin from Calling Our Shot. Let's dive into a recap from yesterday. A 3-2 winning day, including cashing our biggest play of the season, a 2-unit play on Mr. Chet Holmgren, who absolutely smoked his points plus rebounds line. Good work, Chet. We appreciate you. We also cashed day 2 of our ladder challenge. Day 3 will be later on today. And Jokic's rebounds plus assists, he got that done pretty easily. Our only 2 losses were our same game parlays. We missed by 3 points for Cam Thomas and 2 rebounds for Giannis. What can you do there, man? The Cam Thomas probably should have hit, just did not shoot well from the field. But either way, we'll take a 2-unit winner. We'll take day 2 winning, and then we'll move on to today's slate. We have a 1.5-unit play at the end of this video. Stick around for that. But before we dive into it, we have a great offer on DraftKings. We love DraftKings. We use them a ton. Do a lot of our same game parlays over there, and you get $200 in bonus bets plus a sweat-free, risk-free, same game parlay every single day in the NBA. Check it out. All the details down below. Sign up with the top link in the description. Make a $5 moneyline bet on any team. Even if they lose, you get those $200 in site credits, and you get those risk-free same game parlays, those sweat-free ones. Take advantage of it. We love DraftKings. Of course, we do have a couple other videos on the channel. We have a college football video. You can go check out that. We should have an NFL video later on today. Go check out that with my favorite picks for Sunday. Let's dive into the plays today. We're going to start with this first one. DAngelo Russell. I like his over and points plus assists, which is currently sitting at 22.5. Now, if it does go up to 23.5, I like it there. If you want to pivot to his PRAs, you're like, Austin, I only have PRAs. Look, the line difference really is going to be 2 or 3. D'Lo does not get a ton of rebounds. So, look, I'd rather points plus assists because it's a guy that could maybe end up with 0 or 1 rebounds, but realistically, he's probably going to get 2 or 3, and maybe he gets a couple more than that. But I rather just points plus assists. But if you want to take PRAs, that's all you got. Go for it there. It's minus 115 on DraftKings. Now let's talk about D'Lo, because after a slow start to his year, I say slow in quotations because he's still at 18 and 19 points plus assists, which isn't terrible, but 35% shooting from the field. D'Lo's turned it around, recording 26, 36, and 33 points plus assists in his last 3 on 13, 14, then 19 field goal attempts in their last game. Pretty impressive. Now, 19, I believe that was a game that did go to overtime, so I'm not too worried about that. But D'Lo's a guy that we know he ain't afraid of shooting. Even if he's 0 for 4, 0 for 5, 0 for 6, he's going to keep firing it up if he's open, and that's what we love to see for a guy like this. But that also included a game against the Orlando Magic, who we will again see tonight, where he had 28 points and 8 assists on 10 of 14 shooting. He played 36 minutes in 3 straight games, including 36 in that game. It seems like his floor for minutes is about 36. If this is a close game, which I anticipate it being close, the Magic aren't a team that typically gets blown out. The Lakers are also a team that historically does not blow out teams. It's just not what they've done the past couple seasons. So I think this is a close game on the road. I think D'Lo will get those 36 minutes. And we've seen LeBron, the first game of the year, like, oh yeah, it's going to be a common thing. He'll be on a minutes limit. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, he's played 42 minutes last game. He's been playing a ton of minutes. And I'm not saying they dial him back a little bit here, but this is a 4-game road trip. Maybe they don't, run LeBron into the ground in game 1 of this road trip. And I still do think D'Lo, we know he's going to get the field goal attempts in the minutes. And he's also averaged 9.2 potential assists too, which is second most on the team, averaging 7 assists per game, 8.6 adjusted assists. I like the ball to the guy. The guy's going to have the ball in his hands. We know that. And with Wendell Carter Jr. out for the Orlando Magic, they're going to have to slide in Mo Wagner to the center position. And Mo does not play a whole lot of defense. And I imagine the Lakers want to get him into a lot of pick and rolls, see how Mo Wagner defends either a guard coming off those screens, see if he steps up, or if he steps up, we'll see a guy rolling behind him like Anthony Davis or Christian Wood or one of those guys. So, look, I think they're going to make Mo Wagner defend, but I don't think it's, hey, go 80 one-on-one. The Magic will just double team those looks. So I think we see a lot of pick and roll with D'Lo. Should get to that mid-range where he knocks down shots, should get some open looks. We know D'Lo's not getting doubled because they have LeBron and AD. So I really do think D'Lo, I don't love betting on him, but I think this is a good spot to back him. I think this line's a little bit soft. I think it's over 22.5 points plus assists. See if he can keep cooking on the road in this matchup. D'Lo, don't hurt us, man. We need you. Now, the next play is going to be a very early start. So hopefully you are watching this. And if you're watching this later on in the day, hopefully this guy's treating us nicely. And you can just be like, dang, I missed that one. I should watch the videos every morning. Joel Embiid, the process, over 29.5 points, minus 113 on Caesars. This is a 1 p.m. start at Eastern. So this is an early start here. And honestly, I would put more than 1 unit on it, but it is just an early start. And those can honestly be a little bit fluky. Although, really, I want to look at this game for the ladder challenge. I just don't know if I want to put in a game that I know some people might be on a different time zone, might not see it, and they won't be able to tail. But I really do like this one, and I really like Joel Embiid to get us our money back because he cost us some coin in our last time picking him. But you look at Embiid this season, 24, 34, 35, and 28 points. He's averaged 33.7 points per game at home last year. This is a guy we've talked about, 21 field goal attempts in all 4 games. I mean, look, sure, he ended on hook last time for us when we had him for 28.5 points, ended with 28. Look, when the guy's shooting 21 times and just does not shoot well from the field, you just are like, all right, whatever. We had the great read. just can't. We aren't going out there and shooting shots for him. And heck, I probably wouldn't want to shoot for Joel Embiid because I know he's much better of a basketball player than myself. But we think about Joel Embiid. This is the guy that I just think will go out there and dominate the Suns. The Suns, we just saw them get used and abused by Victor Wembanyama, and Victor takes a lot of different shots than Joel Embiid does in terms of, they're lobbing it to him in the post. But still, this is a team that I just don't think of too highly on the defensive side of the court, especially with Yusuf Nurkic trying to guard him. And we've seen in Embiid's last 50 games with 18 or more field goal attempts, 46 last year, 4 this season, scored 30 points in 78% of them. Scored 28, real close to this in 5 other games. So, I mean, you're thinking 28 points in 44 of his last 50 with, 20 plus or 18 plus field goal attempts. I already told you he's attempted 21 or more. We know he gets the free throw line a good amount. This is the process. I think he bounces back. You're going to see Durant and Booker shooting it a ton on the other side. Like, Embiid's not letting them be the leading scorer in this game. He's going out there. He's going to show up at home. I also don't think the Suns get blown out. I also don't think the Sixers blow out this Suns team. So I think this is a close one. I think we see Joel Embiid play as normal, 33, 36 minutes, and I think he honestly scores well above 30 points, maybe 35. So the process, we're rolling with you. You owe us some coin after the last time you hooked us. I don't think he hooks us here. I think Joel Embiid has a massive day after shooting very poorly from the field last game. So Joel Embiid, we'll roll with you. Give me your over 29.5 points. It's an early start. If you're watching it after the fact, maybe take a live bet if he's not starting off too hot, or if he is starting off hot, just, root for the community because we need 30 from the process. Now, my final play of the day, third play, our fourth play will be the ladder, which we'll talk about in a second, is a 1.5 unit play, and it is a same game parlay. I'll give some pivots out here, but let's talk with these 3 fellas. Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets, 20 plus points, Domantas Sabonis, 15 plus points, and Keegan Murray, 10 plus points. Now, this is plus 107 on FanDuel. We are risking 1.5 units on the same game parlay to win back whatever 1.6 something. I don't really know. I'm not doing the quick math on the fly. But if you're like Austin, I can't do same game parlays. I don't honestly do a lot of 1.5 unit same game parlays. It's just, I know some people can't tail them out there. So my ideal pivot would just be to take either Keegan Murray's over in points or Jalen Green's over in points. But you look at Jalen Green, his 22.5 point line, pretty sharp, which we'll touch on in a second. And for the people I like out there that are like, Austin, I cannot find Keegan Murray anywhere, I have no idea. Don't ask me. He's only was available on like FanDuel and Bet365. I don't know why a lot of books have lines for every other Kings player. Keegan Murray is the one that they're like, all right, we draw the line there. We're not giving him a line. Maybe that's because he's going to absolutely go off. He should have a line, though, pretty soon. If he doesn't have one on your book, definitely stick around. I mean, the game's not till, I think, 8 p.m. But let's talk with Jalen Green. Like I said, I think his line's a little sharp because he scored 22, 21, and 23 points in his last 3 games. So getting real close to that 22.5 point line. But this is a great match for him. He scored 25 plus in 6 straight games versus the Sacramento Kings. Now, the Kings are a tad different with De'Aaron Fox injured. Davion Mitchell probably going to the starting lineup. But Jalen Green gets a high enough volume, and I think he can easily get 20 plus points on a bad shooting day. If he shoots well from the field, he might hit this in the first half if we're lucky. But this is also a guy they run a lot of screens for. You see Jalen Green in a lot of those mid-range looks, and he's also coming off a game where he didn't get benched, but him and Sengun only played like 31 minutes, give or take. You saw guys like Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks play like 39. So I think Jalen Green gets back to that high, floor and high minutes usage, and this is still a guy in Green that plays really well at home where he is today. He averaged 24.3 points per game at home last season compared to just 19.9 on the road. I'm confident he goes out there and scores 20 points. And then the other 2 legs, I think those guys get it done against the Rockets defense. We've seen Sabonis 15 plus in 3 of 4 of the season. He has scored 15 plus in 7 straight versus this Rockets team. And while I love Alperen Sengun on the other side, he doesn't play a whole lot of defense. I mean, he does hack a little bit. Sabonis will hack here and there, but I think that we'll see Sabonis be able to get to his spots. We saw him have a lot of field goal attempts and free throw attempts last game. De'Aaron Fox also out. I think Sabonis will have a lot of usage in that paint. If he shoots, terribly from the field, whatever, but I think he can luck into 15 points pretty easily. And then the last leg, like I talked about, Keegan Murray, 10 plus points in all 4 this year. He went 4 for 15 last game, 0 for 7 from the 3-point line. A lot of people were on his over then. Doubt they'll be on his over today. I think he hits his regular over, but look, he still managed 10 points in a game that he stunk. Look, I think he attacks the rim. He can score in the paint area, which is something he didn't really do a whole lot last year. But Fox out, I think Keegan Murray's a lock for 10 plus points. So I really like these 3 legs. That's why I'm putting 1.5 units on them. We've done really well in same game parlays prior to yesterday. Yesterday was just, bad beats there, but I really like this one. This feels like a winner. This feels like a higher scoring game. And while the Kings, sure, I wish they had Fox to push the pace, I still think this is a fast enough game where we see a lot of points scored. So Jalen Green 20, Sabonis 15, Keegan Murray 10. Boom, that's a 1.5 unit winner at plus value. We will certainly take that. Now, my fourth and final play of the day will be our ladder challenge day 3. If we can cash today, I'll probably take tomorrow off, but we can't put the cart before the horse. We need to cash today. I really like the slate we got. I think we got a lot of good options out there. I do want to touch that first game, but I don't think I probably will. But I think there are some options in that first game where you could honestly probably cash a same game parlay just in that first game alone, because I think that's a close one, higher scoring game too. But we'll stick around for that. I'll link it in the pinned comment when it is live. If you follow me on TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever, Instagram, anywhere else, you'll probably see it because I normally post it and it's pretty well known and a lot of people do like it, so it should pop up on your feed. But of course, the ladder challenge will be posted later on today. Stick around for that. Reminder, if you want to sign up for DraftKings, you certainly can. All the details down below. Get $200 in bonus bets plus some sweat-free, same game parlays. But those are my favorite plays of the day. Have a great Saturday. Our college football video, I will link it on the screen. A couple Wembanyama vlogs, I'll link them on the screen. And when the NFL video is live, which hopefully is live later on this afternoon, it will be linked there as well. It's Austin. I'm signing out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.